welcome back to our new episode of Conartists. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Sherms.
And today we're talking about our experience at Arcade. It was our first time boothing there.
It has been how many weeks already since we last saw each other?
When was Arcade actually?
September. Early September.
Oh, early September.
Yeah.
So right now when we're filming it's late September. So three weeks. Yeah.
And then I think we were all quite surprised at the turnout of Arcade.
Oh yeah. I mean, I kind of expected that it would have a huge turnout. First, I felt like Arcade, they actually did quite a good job promoting the event. Like they hyped it up and then they promoted all the artists prior to the event. And I feel like all the artists that were part of the boothing experience, they were all very excited for this event as well.
I wonder
they
why.
were sharing a lot.
I think it might be because it's the first big artist market. Not just those in the malls like Makers Market and stuff like that. Yeah, so maybe that's why people are so hyped up about it.
Yeah, I feel like it's actually like a cross between Dojima and Public Garden.
Yeah.
Like it felt like a hybrid. And I think it was a very like a good balance. Like there's a good balance of fan artists and a good balance of original artists, and it was very fun. Very fun. Yeah.
I also didn't really expect so many international artists also.
Oh yeah.
There were so many international artists.
It was very fun to get to know them and see new faces.
Yeah, I think because right now a lot of Makers Market and other events, right? It's a lot of recurring faces, which is nice and fine. It's like a community, but I mean it's new people in the community now, all over the world.
Because things are opening up right now, and then everyone's taking the chance to go overseas and booth overseas and seeing people coming to Singapore as well is so fun. So I think one of the international artists I got to talk most to, I think her name was Crystal, if I'm not wrong, and she's actually the owner of Joyfully Scribbled.
Oh,
yeah. So
where is she from? Okay.
She's I think from Indonesia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to walk around too much because of the crowd. It was crazy.
Okay. Yeah. So she did very nostalgic cartoon inspired stuff. It reminded me of Snoopy.
Oh, okay. I remember.
We went to visit her booth together. Yeah, and then she came over to my booth because one of my helpers, Olive, was very excited to see her work. So they kind of made friends. And they Crystal came to our booth, and then we were then we started trading art and stuff. So later on we will actually be showing you our hauls from Arcade. You can see some of them on the table.
I don't have too much haul.
I actually don't have that much either, but there's trades, and then
I wasn't able to trade a lot this time.
It was too busy.
And because we had to leave by a certain time.
Oh yes, the halls closed at 8, so we had to start.
The halls closed at 8, but we had to leave at 8. So we had to pack up earlier.
7:30.
Yeah, and at that time, around 7:30, there were still people around.
Yeah, browsing.
Browsing. So it was very difficult.
So the lanes, I think on Saturday was just packed. Yeah, especially the middle lanes. Yeah, so it was very difficult to get to see and visit every booth as well.
Yeah, I think that Arcade has the potential to do at a bigger event already. Yeah.
Hopefully. Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see. But yeah, so we did manage to talk to a few artists there. And we got to know new friends as well. So yeah, maybe you wanna show out.
Okay. Since my hall is so small, right, I might as well just go first. One of the main purposes, I guess, for me for Arcade was getting original stuff. Because I think I've mentioned it before. I don't really get fan art much anymore because I realized I was an avid collector of anime fan art and stuff. And then after that, I realized that I fall out of. They say fall out of fandom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I decided that it's not really a policy, but it's just something that like I don't really get fan art anymore unless it's classic, like Pokemon or something.
You just
like that.
grew old lah.
Don't say that. Okay, so yeah, this book was done by a friend. Yeah, her name is Fever Fiction, and then I think she's probably one of the only artists I know that is actively doing a comic, like a web comic or anything, and has like a physical book out and stuff like that. Yeah, so I definitely wanted to like get a book to support her. Yeah, and then I from the time we did that episode with Cherin, remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I started like getting more interested in books and stuff like that. And like I did my own art book and stuff. So yeah, I really respect people that are able to come out with look at how thick the book is. Yeah, and every page is drawn.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I really recommend you to check her out. Yeah, and then so I got that, and then recently I have a small obsession with clay.
Oh.
Like I've always avoided clay stuff because I was always afraid that like it will break. Yeah, but yeah, I couldn't resist. So okay, you guys know I'm obsessed with keyboards, right? So I got a keycap.
Oh.
I'll take a photo and put it here. But like yeah, I got a keycap. So I'm actually using it right now. I just took it out from my keyboard
So
to bring it here.
Yeah. So it's all from the same maker.
Yeah, I think she's called Clay Keys. Yeah, and then she had like a lot of different designs and everything, and you can tell it's like handmade and stuff. Yeah, it's the Rila Kuma duck. You know the Kiroi Tori. You know Rila Kuma is the bear, and then there is a not duck, sorry, a bird, the yellow bird.
I have no idea.
We will put pictures here. Yeah. So I got that, and then like I got these two pendants from Heather Designs. It's a very, very cute like mother-daughter combo. So I was really interested because they were buying things from my booth, and then I noticed that the mother was wearing like a really cool dragon necklace.
Oh yes, I heard you spazzing about that.
So I was quite interested in it. So I just like complimented her on it, and she said that she made it. Yeah. So then I went to her booth, and then so I got like this really, really cute. This really, really cute like dragon pendant.
Oh, I thought you said they were like sold out or something.
They were sold out for the day, but then she saved some for the next day.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's like real stones, but then she made like she sculpted dragons out of it.
It's crazy.
She sculpted dragons to hold the stone.
I see.
Yeah, and so every piece is different because the stones are different. Yeah, and then after that, like at the side of a table, like at the side there, she also made like little kappa.
Your obsession with kappas.
Little kappa like pendants. I might like just hang it as a necklace. Yeah. And then they had like different faces also. So the one I got is just a happy one.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, so that's basically my haul in a nutshell. Yeah, and then like we got like gifts.
We got gifts, yeah.
Yeah, we got gifts like the hats and everything.
Yeah, so the hats were made by Vivian once again.
Yeah, do you have the frogs?
Yeah, the frogs are like there. And then she made the bouquet. We spoke about it in previous episodes. And then she appeared at Arcade again. And we were just browsing other booths. And then she was like, hey, I have something for you. I was like, oh my god, again. Then I was like, then she pulled out like the hats. And she
So
made
cute.
it from scratch. And then I was just shocked. I was like almost in tears because like if you know how long crochet takes, it's a lot of hard work. And then for her to be like making this just to give us, like
I know, right?
I don't understand why people are so nice.
And then when we try and ask for her name card, she didn't have one.
Yeah,
Or
and she
like,
says she doesn't sell like these her crochet work. She just makes it for fun. So.
yeah, it's so
Yeah,
cute. So cute. It's like my very first like personalized gift, I guess.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. So like when people give me like handmade things or like handwritten letters, you know, like that speaks to me the most. I really appreciate it. Yeah. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you so
Vivian.
much.
Like please stop spending so much time on our gifts. But thank you so much. We really
Thank
love
you.
it. And we wore it like throughout arcade.
Yeah, it matched my outfit. Like I was wearing neutral colors, so it fit.
Yeah. So and then my haul, I didn't get to buy much either, but of course my favorite thing was from
Duck Boy.
Barry Wingle.
Duck Boy.
He's called Duck Boy because obviously he's a duck boy.
But you know you can name it.
Yeah, so I just saw it while taking out the haul just now. Let me search for the card. So it came with a card and like it shows like
his
name.
IC.
You can write his name, his date of birth, and then owned by and signature. And I had no idea, and I just saw it and I was like, okay, I'm gonna fill this up later. And she also gave like little like kiss card stickers.
Ooh.
Yeah. I just saw everything just now. So I was trying to keep the surprise.
So you've had this haul for like weeks.
Yeah.
And then you
I
never
just
opened
kept
it.
in the paper bag for today.
So
It's
cute.
so cute.
Yeah, so cute.
Yeah, I'll try to take photos of it later.
Mm.
Yeah, so I was very intrigued by her entire concept, and I actually have videos. We'll put it up together with this episode. So she has different accessories for her duck boy, and it's such a genius idea because like she came out with the mascot, and then like she came out with different like hats. So like this hat can be changed
He's
into
naked.
a strawberry
fancy.
hat, and then he has extra bags.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, and then she like even the bread can be taken out.
Yeah, so her
yeah.
booth basically just featured one character, but with like multiple merch of
Like
this
clothing.
character. So like acrylic keychains, and then the plush, and then the thing is that like you can buy custom like accessories,
Like,
yeah,
he had aprons as well.
Yeah, aprons, bags. Like there's a reason
Bread.
why.
And then there's
two
even
bags.
waffle.
The waffle was in like this cute mini bread case.
Yeah, she had this like bread case, and then like one side was just full of bread, one side was full of waffles, and then like there were like mini tongs for you to pick up the bread, like
you were really at a bread shop getting
like
bread.
at a bakery. So it's like so cute.
Yeah, and
like,
the concept is so good.
yeah, it's so good that like so many people are crowding around her booth. Yeah, and like it's a genius idea.
And it's really fun to follow her on Instagram because
you see a lot of people torturing the duck.
It's not just torturing, but like you see how creative everybody is with their duck boy.
Oh yeah.
Like custom outfits, and then they have personal names and everything. And I heard that she's making a pigeon boy one also.
Yes.
So it's going to be like a grey version of this.
Grey bird. Yeah. And then like
I'm very tempted to get that one.
and then throughout the arcade booth that weekend, my helpers were like torturing Duck Boy, so he entertained us a lot. They were like, they keep scissors to his neck, and they keep squeezing his neck.
And then he has a marshmallow body.
And then I've also seen people like crocheting like clothes,
Oh,
like
yeah.
their own clothes for their own Duck Boys, and like bringing him around and bathing him, and like it's really,
a very
cute.
nice concept.
Yeah, it's a very nice concept.
Good. Can learn from.
Yeah, something to learn
can learn
from, but, like,
from her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I also noticed with booths and stuff, right? Like everyone's so creative now with their booth displays.
Exactly.
Yeah, we were just going around like learning like
wow, we can
how
learn
to-
from
yeah.
this booth. I was like, wow, this is such a genius idea. And it's like
Oh, I
they
never
put-
thought of that, that kind
yeah,
of thing.
so it's like we are also always learning, and it's always interesting to see how people like come up with their creative concepts for their booth, like them putting so much effort to make it look like their own like shop, Yeah, and then I was talking about Joyfully Scribbled just now. And yeah, she's from Indonesia, and we actually did like a trade because she came over, and then I was like, oh, I want to give you stuff. Then I threw my stickers and prints at her, and she was like, oh no, and then she went back, and then she like came back and with
so
like
cute.
gifts. So let's see. So, firstly, there's like this. It's like a mini Polaroid holder. And I guess you can also keep name cards in it. Yeah, so
or like small prints, right? Like super small prints.
And yeah, so it's an album, and like I rarely ever see this made into merch. Because I think maybe it's also quite expensive to make.
Can you change the front of this? I think you can, right? Like,
let's check it out.
yeah, like ASMR. Yeah, so like I also noticed that everyone has really strong branding nowadays.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is great. You can, right? Yeah, I know. I think
Wow.
I've seen something like this before.
Yeah. And
But I think this is her.
I think she
own art,
was
so-
one of the only booths that I saw selling like albums like this. And because I personally also take a lot of mini Polaroids, so like I was very, very appreciative of this gift. Yeah, like Polaroids are the way I kind of keep memories right now.
You have like a whole wall of
I have a
Polaroids
whole
behind
wall,
the camera.
yeah, I have a whole wall of Polaroids. So yeah, I'm so thankful for this. And then she also has a lot of like sticker sheets
Ooh.
and stickers.
I really wanted to get stuff from her, but like I couldn't
Yeah.
find time to go back.
Yeah.
Sad.
See,
And then
it's
like
okay.
by the time everyone's
hope she'll be
packing,
back.
she was gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This one is really
So
cool
cute.
because we were trying to figure this out. It's basically actually a house. Like it combines into like a house. So all these are like furnitures and like little bunny.
Oh, it's like a bit shiny, right? Oh, this one is shiny.
This one is shiny.
Mm.
Yeah. So this one's like a carriage.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, very cute character.
The thing is with sticker sheets, right? Like, do any of you actually use sticker sheets? I feel like they're just special prints.
yeah, I feel like I can't peel them out
Because
of
if you
you. So sad.
if you use one, it's like it's incomplete.
Maybe if you use the entire thing on a page of a journal or something, that would be cute. Yeah.
I don't do journaling much, but like yeah, that would
But
be
yeah,
cool.
I always just keep it like
Special
I joined
print.
like Patreon sticker clubs, right? Yeah, so I joined like Hilsin's one, and then now I'm part of Sherms Patreon as well. So I just like keep all of it in envelopes, and then once in a while, like when friends come, I'm like, hey, I show you my friend's art. I'll slowly like take out all the stickers and all that.
Maybe it's
but
time to do like a sticker book or something.
that is true.
Okay, we'll think
Oh.
about it. I did have a sticker book,
Yeah.
but it's sold out already. So
Yeah. Oh,
Hopefully
yeah,
maybe it's
that's
time to make
true.
another one,
I
a bigger
think
one.
I think we should. It's just not easy, right? Hearing your process.
books in general are very expensive.
Yeah, and books in general you can't sell for much either, so it's a bit difficult. Yeah. So this is from Joyfully Scribbled. She's from Indonesia, and I hope she comes back soon.
Yeah, I hope everybody comes back.
And then the first thing I bought was when we visited Little Hacky's booth, and I have an obsession with washi tapes because like I always like think about my Patreon. I was like every month I like to like decorate their parcels with different tapes. So I bought this really cute one from Little Hacky.
It's a stamp washi,
Yeah,
right?
it's a stamp washi, and then it's like 15 cents on the corner.
So cute.
With different characters. Yeah, super cute. Yeah. And then what else do I have?
You see, your haul is bigger than my haul already.
Oh, this is my sassy stuff.
Oh, I think I know.
So, I you know, it's very, very rare to see Kakashi merch nowadays.
Oh, you bought so much.
I bought so much. Oh, this is a combination. So, okay, this is not that sassy, but basically they are like Kakashi sticker packs, and I think they are also from overseas. So they are called Chonky Froggy. Yeah, and I think they only accepted cash. So maybe they were from
Yeah,
overseas.
most likely overseas.
Yeah, so I'll probably try to check them out and let you know. But super, super cute and very affordable. Yeah, and I love Kakashi. He's one of my first loves.
Yeah, same.
So they are like sticker packs of 5, I think, and like chibi Kakashi. And then they also sold this.
Okay, so that's the sassy thing, right?
Yeah, they sold this too sexy for the naked eye. And then they were like,
Can you even post it on YouTube? I should be able
not
to,
the,
right?
this one okay lah. Not so bad.
Can lah.
But anyway, like when they displayed it, they were like, please ask to see the back of the card. And okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So
If you wanna see it, maybe the artist has it on like.
that's true. So Chonky Froggy.
Maybe she posted it on her Instagram or something. I don't know. You can go and see.
That's true. Yeah. So I just I like to collect very nostalgic, like classic anime, because like I feel like you'll never get bored.
They never grow old.
It's not like a trend or anything. So yeah, it just reminds me of good childhood.
Yeah, like I mentioned, I for now I only collect like classic anime.
Yeah,
childhood
it's
animes, you know.
super fun. So it's like it's always like surprising to see like a character you grew up with, you know, like drawn right now in the present. So yeah, even when I draw, I also try to draw like classic animes.
Even like if I see Shaman King fan art, I'll be like,
that's so
whoa.
rare. I don't think
Like-
I've seen any Shaman King fan art.
recently I followed an artist that is still actively doing Shaman
That's
King fan
cool,
art,
but I
which is like
haven't
super
seen
cool.
it at any booths. Right.
Yeah. Who is anyone going to I will go and buy. Okay?
He'll be your first customer. And then I think this might be one of my last ones. So like I am not extremely into VTubers, but there's one VTuber.
Are you sure?
Not that crazy right now, but there's this one VTuber that I really like, Shoto. Yeah, cause like he's a indie VTuber. I really like it when people like do indie, cause like you don't compromise yourself for anyone, and like you make your own rules,
More freedom, I guess.
more freedom. And then yeah, like his like model is crazy good. Like I've never seen a model like his. There's like a million expressions and movements, and his like second model is even crazier. So
Oh, I heard about that.
yeah, you should see the debut. It's insane. Yeah,
I'm too occupied with the Japanese Niji Sanji side.
yeah,
there's
that's
so
true.
many already. Then
Yeah.
you suddenly add in so many more.
Oh,
new-
there's so many new groups right now. Yeah, so I think right now I only have time for like one YouTuber. So I've been watching Shoto here and there when I need to relax, or like when I'm doing work, I just need something playing in the background.
So this sticker is from the same.
No,
From the
this
same
is
artist, is it?
Is this? I'll try. I don't know if this is the name card.
Oh, looks like it. Yeah. June
June
studies.
Studies or studios? Wait,
Studies.
is it?
Oh, the card's cute too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always remember to have name cards.
Name cards.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
in the packaging. So wait, this is not okay. Yeah, I hope we will go and figure it out, because my haul is in a mess. I just put everything together so that I don't lose them. Yeah. So yeah, Shoto, and then she was like, "That is 3 for I can't remember how much." Then I was like, "Okay, I will get 2 more."
Throw in another two more,
So I was
two more
like,
VTubers.
like one of my favorite like Niji Sanji Ian videos are like Vox and Luca. Although I don't watch them that often right now. Yeah, but
Their character designs are nice.
yeah, it's super cute. Yeah, they all match. So I'm gonna stick them somewhere so that I don't lose them. Yeah.
Yeah, so we also met a lot of artists who watch this podcast also.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was so surprised because we're so small. And it really like builds up my confidence a little
Especially
bit.
for like artists that are already they already have like a big community of their own. And then like when they say that they watch our podcast and stuff like that, it's like, oh, thank you so much. More like I watch you.
Yeah, I was like, I'm very like honored, but like very honored to hear that artists are like listening to us and like even taking our advice. And then who was it? There was a girl who said like she downloaded POS because of our Artist Alley
It's
episode.
Is
it Strangle?
It's Barry Winkle.
Oh, Barry Winkle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then I was like,
I think so. Is it you? I think so.
I don't know. Was it Strangle?
No, sorry.
Sorry, we can't remember. Our brains are fried.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then I have this gift from.
I know. I know
her.
her.
How do you pronounce? Her
I think
name?
it's Junhan.
Junhan.
I think so.
Yeah. And
I'm sorry
like,
I butcher your name. I know you always.
Yeah,
get things.
every time she always comes to our booth and like spoil us with gifts. And her stickers are always super cute. Like I remember just like immediately pasting on my like old cash box and I still keep it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
There's a Megumi sticker.
Yeah, she always comes and gives like really, really cute notes and postcards.
I love notes. I love notes
same.
so much.
It's more personal.
Yeah, and like you don't need to give me anything. Give me a note. I'll be very happy with it. And I have a box that I keep everything.
I already kept my note already. That's why I didn't bring you.
Yeah, I'll read it later. Yeah, but thank you again.
Yeah,
I love collecting like artist merch because it's a part of them. You know, like every drawing is a part of someone, and it's very personal and. I'm very grateful for it.
Yeah, same.
Yay.
Although like my box is spilling out already. I need to get a bigger box, I think, to fill everything.
Yeah.
Is that all?
That's about it. The rest are name cards. And the name cards are super cute. So this is Strangles. And she...
So cute.
She makes also clay, right?
Clay
accessories.
Yeah. Like rings and everything.
Yeah. And she was sharing a booth with Wobble Bobble, right? Wobble Bobble does crochet art.
Do you take a video?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So I took a video of both their booth because like it was very, very well like set up and decorated. It was very clean cut, you know exactly what they're selling. You know their aesthetics, and they actually I like the aesthetics of their booth side by side. Like them sharing the booth is so cute.
They mix well together on the table. Yeah.
And I love like Wobble Bobbles. I think she made like trays, like accessory boxes or trays. And I was like, wow, that must have taken a lot of time. Because it's because like my mom also does, like she made all these like deals and stuff, and I see how much work goes into it. So now I'm very intrigued when I see crochet work. Yeah, and it's been a growing trend also, I feel.
Yeah.
Right?
There has been more of like, there's definitely a lot more handmade stuff now.
Which I really appreciate. Yeah.
It's more personal and like, it's
like
one of a kind.
No one else can replicate. I mean, people can replicate it, but you know, it's still your original design.
But I also do feel like you guys can price it a lot higher.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good for us. We can like, get it at a cheaper price. But when I think about how much time you guys spend on it and like, price your stuff like according to how much time you spend on it, basically.
Yeah. We have not gone in depth into pricing.
I mean, we can talk about it.
I mean, we can talk about it a bit, but yeah, like I feel like maybe handmade things are a lot more like, what is it called? It's coming up a lot more because I think like over COVID, people learn new skills or something.
I guess people got more time to.
They got more time to like work on like their creative side and their hobby, and then like actually like figure out a way to make it a business. So maybe like the upcoming booths are there's a lot of handmade stuff which is so cute. I really, really like and enjoy. Yeah.
Or it's either that or like we're getting older and then like we want stuff that we can put around the house and
that's
around the
true.
studio and everything,
or like wear or use.
After seeing all these booths, right? After seeing all these booths, I also realized that it's starting to get a little bit intimidating.
Really?
Like I can't imagine I won't say I can't imagine, but like it must be really hard and difficult to start a brand like right now with the whole like Instagram being Instagram and then trying to build a business from scratch and like trying to obtain followers and everything. Like I feel it's starting to get a bit difficult. Yeah, but then like
it's both. It really depends how you make use of the platform, or like how you put it into, like, use it as your strength. Yeah.
So I think one of the ways I also noticed that because Arcade has like a freshie thing, I noticed that a lot of the newer artists they were sharing booths with like more like experienced boothers. Yeah. Cool. So I think that's a really good way to start also. And then also like before Arcade, we were also talking about like when we did the interview and everything, there was that time where Arcade made like a Discord.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and then in the Discord, people were asking a lot of questions, especially like the newer ones, like things like how to do certain things, or how much should I bring, or like do you think stickers might sell well? You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, how many to make? Yeah, what if I don't sell it?
So I think that's a topic that we haven't really touched much on. Like how much should we bring? You know, and that's a question that is probably one of the most commonly asked. Yeah. So for me, I do prints, and then like I wanted to I wanted to be able to have the prints affordable. So at that time, like pre-COVID, my prints were really, really cheap. Because I saw everyone had cheap prints also.
Yeah, I feel like at anime conventions especially, I feel like prints, the price of prints are very low, like the selling point. So yeah, I felt like I could never compete with the rest. So I never sold prints. Like I only sell like small A6 prints or postcards for $5, but like it's very difficult for me to sell prints and compete with like other artists in this area. Yeah.
But I guess that just means that you have to find your own like
your own
niche and everything. Like how going back to Arcade, we have met so many different artists that that have such strong branding, like so super, like really, really strong branding. And
I realized that even like the freshies or new artists, the moment they come out, the bar is like super high already. Whereas for us, when we're new, you know, it's so far behind. So like it's really cool to see that people are putting in so much effort and thought into setting up booths. You know, it's not like a shoddy kind of booth. It's like they really put in, like they literally built the booth up. So like we are only given tables, right?
Yeah.
But
no tablecloth.
Yeah. So I saw this booth, Scenes booth, and she sold little blobs. I don't know if you saw. I think it's also made of clay or resin.
Oh, okay. I know. Is it the one with the conveyor belt in the middle of the?
I think so. Yeah, it turns in a circle. So I was like, wow, I was so surprised at her setup. And she was only taking half the booth, but like it already looked super like well made. Yeah, it literally looked like a boutique.
Yeah. I think it's the way you show your merch that also matters. And then we've always been talking about like original like artists and everything. But so I had a friend. You guys will know her as Circus Usagi, and I think she does a mixture of original art and fan art. But she displays it really, really well. I think her art style is also suits the vibe.
Photos or...
I took like photos and videos also. Yeah. So
I think all these really, really plays a part in like showcasing your brand and also allowing people to like retain their memory of you. It's like, oh, this person does this style, and then they will remember. It's very important to like attract like supporters, you know, like new supporters especially.
So even fan art, you can brand your fan art. Yeah, even though it's, you know, they keep saying that fan art is like a grey line area, but you can kind of brand it in a way. Like think about it. I don't do fan art, so like I can't give too much like tips on it. But think
Like-
of ways you can do it like that also.
Yeah, like create it in your own style. Like that will set you apart from everyone else. Yeah, so
And then like another strong, really really strong branding that we saw is like Frantic.
Frantic.
Yeah,
yes.
so
I finally met her properly. Yeah.
yeah, I got to know her through like I think because we had like maker markets.
Okay.
Makers markets
okay,
around.
okay.
Yeah, then I met her there.
Okay. I've seen her boofing around, but we never actually got to talk. Yeah, until arcade. And then her booth was also set up really well. It was like everything was very clean. You know what's this? This is what did they call the handphone thing?
The pop grips,
Yes.
the handphone grips.
So
Yeah.
she made like really like intricate pop grips.
Mm.
And then I think there were like keychains as well. She also makes shirts, I think.
Mm.
Yeah, and like it was really cool to see that most of her things were sold out too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, everyone is doing so well at this event. It's very, very nice to see. Yeah.
I heard the queues were like 2-3 hours long.
Yeah,
especially
like,
on Saturday.
I have friends queuing for 2 hours, like, and they couldn't even get up the lift because the event was on the 7th floor as well. But on Sunday it was much better.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
more control on Sunday. But I'm also afraid that like because of the queue and the wait on Saturday,
Yeah,
that
lost
people were not as interested to come on Sunday.
That's true.
That might be the case as well. Yeah.
But we always learn, and it's really cool that the organizers really take into account all our feedbacks. Yeah.
Yeah, so things like going back to the whole like how to do stock and everything, right? For me, I usually focus on Patreon first and foremost. So a lot of my small prints are Patreon leftovers.
Yes.
Because there is this 3-letter word that we hate, and it's called MOQ.
Oh, MOQ. For those who don't know, is what minimum
Minimum
order
order
quantity.
yeah, minimum order quantity.
Yeah.
So I mean, for prints you don't really have that issue.
Yeah.
But then the printer that I go to, it's more worth it to print more in bulk.
Okay.
Yeah, so like
Oh,
I usually
okay.
print like 100 pieces, and then
Oh,
after
I
that
had no
50
idea.
is for Patreon, and then like the other 50 is for sale, that kind of thing.
So do
Yeah.
you order online? And then they send to you?
I order online.
Okay.
If not, I'm gonna take like I think 6-7 trips to the printer every month, which I can't.
That's true.
Yeah, which I have no time to do.
Yeah. So maybe you can talk about for newer artists, like you're just starting out, like what kind of merch is easier to invest in? Like you don't need a huge amount of money to invest in, and you can still get your business running and get people to know you. Yeah. So I guess prints is definitely one of them because the cost is relatively low, and there's usually almost no MOQ. If
you go to like
if you go
the
to
printers.
like printers at like Sunshine Plaza, which a lot of people go to, or like nowadays there are like online printers as well. You can definitely Google and find some, and like always get samples first. Always check out their customer service, their price, and whether it's worth it to make like let's say 50 pieces or 100 pieces. So,
And
yeah.
we're only saying 50 or 100 pieces, right? Because we are printing for Patreon also,
Yeah.
which is like confirmed sales.
Yeah.
So don't print like 50 pieces.
Yeah,
if
depends,
you don't
yeah.
have like confirmed sales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can so make calculations on like if you print, let's say you print 10, it'll cost $10. But if you print 50, it'll cost what, $30. So it's so much more worth it if you count your average per course. And
also, the biggest thing you have to remember to keep your files in CMYK.
oh
I can't stress this enough. Like, it's because for me, a lot of the things that I draw, right, will end up as a print or like as something.
especially if you do colored works like Sherms, CMYK is
So
very important.
I work in CMYK directly.
Oh.
I don't convert to CMYK after.
Yeah,
I
it's
just start my canvas is auto
smart.
default in CMYK.
That's smart.
So Yeah.
But it's very difficult to convert from RGB to CMYK if you do color works, because like it tends to look very different.
Yeah,
you might
everything
be
is dull and-
disappointed by the results. So I think that's a very good tip.
Yeah, it's to the point where like now when I forget to set to RGB, right? Like let's say if I'm working on a different file and I forget to set it to CMYK, for some reason my brain is tuned to look at CMYK colors already.
Like muted colors, a bit more.
It's not really muted, but when I paint, I don't go to the corners of the the color.
The contrast.
I don't go to the corners, which is where the RGB colors usually are.
Oh, is that how it works?
I kind of.
I have no idea, you know.
I can't say for sure, but so it has become a habit to the point where when I convert it into CMYK, there's not really much difference.
That's cool. Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah. So that's one tip, and that is the reason why I've tried changing programs. Like
so what do you use right now to paint?
For colors, I still use Photoshop.
Okay.
Like, and then for sketches and for line art, I'm either on Procreate or Clip Studio. And then the thing is, if Clip Studio or Procreate had true CMYK, I would move immediately.
Because it's so much faster, right?
Yeah, and a lot more convenient.
So do you start the sketches and the line art on your iPad, and then you move to your
my
your
computer,
PC?
my PC tab, like display screen tablet.
Okay.
Yeah, so so just take note that if you do CMYK and you're using an iPad, right? Yeah, try to also see how it looks on the desktop in CMYK, because it's, if I'm not wrong, iPad CMYK is fake CMYK. Like they try to emulate, but it's not true CMYK, so it's still gonna turn out different.
Okay. Luckily,
Yeah,
I
pro
don't
tip.
have much of that problem, because I mainly do black, white, and red.
But now you all know, so you're.
But sometimes
make
even
sure.
my red looks very different. So yeah, it's always good to check your color mode before printing.
And even so for that, right? Like how for you your medium is
Right
is
now,
t-shirts, right?
Yes.
So but for you it's different because you are better off knowing what Pantone your color is.
Yeah, I'm not so specific into Pantone, but because my t-shirts, they are made with silkscreen, there is a lot less MOQ problems. Definitely,
okay.
because silkscreen, they have to create like the boards,
like a template, right?
Yeah, they have to use, I think, UV light or some kind of light to create the silkscreen board for every design, and then every design there's at least 3 boards, because I have black, white, and red, and these will add up, like colors will add up to the cost.
Definitely.
And then so because they already spend so much time making this mold, right, like the more you print, the cheaper it will be, because the initial process is the very manual one, and then the printing process is like, once you get it going, it's a repetition. So the more you print, the cheaper your shirts will be.
It's always the initial.
It's initial
It's
cost.
the initial
it's
cost,
just
right?
like when you're making enamel pins, there's a mold charge and stuff. So like usually silkscreen, the charge will go into your cost. Yeah, it depends on the manufacturer. So like I only was able to manage to do silkscreen for all my shirts right now because of Patreon. So there's the fixed amount of people that's already pledged to that t-shirt, and like actually basically all my money from Patreon goes into the initial cost of making that MOQ. So it could be 50, it could be 100, it could be 150 or 200, depending on how popular I think the design will be.
Yeah. So for that, the thing is you have an existing you already have an existing audience. So for like newcomers who want to do t-shirts, right, they don't have to go the same route as you, right?
Same route. I would recommend you researching on different t-shirt printing, and for those with low MOQ, if you're thinking of doing t-shirts, I would say DTG, which is called direct to garment, is one of
Here
the...
comes the shirt knowledge.
Oh dear.
I also need to listen.
DTG is direct to garment, and it's literally like printing on paper, but this is printing directly onto a shirt. So this technology is, I think, quite new, but it's also very expensive. So if you're just making one shirt, it might cost a lot. Yeah, and usually I guess they will still ask for MOQ, but it's very low. And maybe if you order more, then the cost will go down. Yeah, but for this one, they don't have to make a mold because it's a direct print
from the computer.
Yeah, computer, and
But
it's
those-
a special machine, and yeah.
But those they aren't so durable, right? Like
No, I feel like DDG, it really depends on the manufacturer. Yeah, because I think the machine really plays a huge part into the durability, and also like if you're printing on dark shirts, they probably have to go over like maybe twice.
Oh yeah,
or
once
three times. Like maybe once is a white
ink, right?
White ink. So I don't know about the technology right now
Maybe
because
there's, like,
I
new-
researched this like a few years ago when I was looking into new printing, and until I found my current manufacturer who has thankfully is able to make my design silk screen, because actually I've been finding for quite a few years no one wanted to take in my designs to do silk screen because of how fine the lines are. So usually they think that, oh, this is not possible to be silk screened. So like I was having a very hard time finding someone, and I wanted to move away from heat press. So heat press is another technique where you directly just there's no MOQ because basically they are
it's like-
printing the design onto a vinyl
okay.
thicker, like a vinyl material but more durable, and then just
They were like
literally heat pressing
yeah,
it
okay, I understand.
onto your shirt. So there's like of course there's another material on a shirt, so it might not be as durable because if you wash it very often, the
You will
vinyl
start
might
to
start to crack
crack.
a bit. But that was one of the biggest concerns I had while starting out, because despite not having MOQ, it was still my best. It was my best option because there's no MOQ. The price is affordable to make, and you can literally print it anywhere because it's just like pressing onto any part. So any size, sleeves, back, anywhere. So that was the best option. Although, like, one of the biggest concern was the durability. But I had very little complaints.
That's good.
Yeah, but it always like in my heart, like I was always worried about it. So I always was trying to find like another option, like a better option for t-shirts, and something that won't cost me a bomb, you know, because there are some places or some options that cost like, wow, the outcome is so good, but the cost really doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you definitely have to do market research and everything, right? To find the right prices. Like even for us, right, we're always comparing prices here and there. So even though one might be good for you, as in like one might stand out to you and stuff, right? But like weigh your options. Don't
Definitely.
just stick with one. Like even for our Kickstarter, the t-shirts
Yeah, we
are
tried
printed by a
another-
different
We gave another manufacturer the project because because of Kickstarter we had the funds ready. So this manufacturer, I think the MOQ or maybe the cost was slightly
larger, was
higher because we wanted to improve the quality of the shirts. So the shirt base was actually more expensive.
Yeah, so the
But
people that
They got our Kickstarter
they got
stuff.
they got the quality stuff.
Yeah, okay. Hey, mine now is still quality, okay? It's just different.
But then, okay, so the biggest question, right?
Yes.
Is how do you know how much to stock for each item at conventions? Or do you
Right
just
now,
take
won't.
extras?
I always try to bring as much as possible, but sometimes it's just not possible. Right? So sometimes you have to estimate what you think will sell best. I bring maybe 4 to 5 pieces each size per
okay.
size. of that design, and then when I think this one okay not so popular now, I'll bring maybe 2 of each size. Yeah, so
But do you do orders also? Like let's say if you're yeah, cause
good point.
so like for me, whenever I run out of something, sometimes it really depends. If it's like crazy places like Dojima or a big event like AFA, I don't take pre-orders or whatever. But if it's like a smaller chiller event like Maker's Market or whatever, I usually allow pre-orders. That means like you can get it, but I don't have it with me now. I'll ship it out to you, that kind of thing. Yeah. So do you do that also?
So
with your
in
stuff?
the recent, I think maybe like recent 2 years, or like actually like only like recently I've started doing pre-orders.
Oh,
Yeah,
but you do it like before the event.
Not really a pre-order, so more like a reservation form. So like 1 to 2 weeks before the event, I will open like a Google Forms for people to fill out like which shirt they want. So I'll have to finish the catalog first for the event, and then they will fill in like they can reserve which design, what size they want, and then they'll fill in their names and their numbers, so I get to in emails. So once they reserve, I can confirm with them through email, and I will bring the stocks. So like those will secure.
Basically, you 100% will get.
Yeah,
the
and
item.
I know what to bring for them, because like one thing I really hate is telling people, oh, I don't have it right now, or it's sold out. When if I can 100% give something to someone, then I'll try my best to.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so it's a win-win for both sides, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, so for us, we can't really estimate how much to bring. Like we can't tell you how much to bring. But definitely the main goal is that it's better to sell out than to have extra stocks to bring home.
My idea is actually opposite.
Really?
I like to bring as much as possible, and like if I have extra stocks, it's okay. I'll still be having to take the Lala move back anyway.
But okay, so the reason like you and I can do that is because we are always constantly, we have
churning out.
Yeah, we have like Patreon, we have our online stores, but then for newer people they might not have the luxury of.
So it really depends what your business model is right now. And if you're just starting out, then we went on a tangent, but prints. I started out with prints. I started out with various types of stickers, because like there are so many types of stickers. There's like Kiss Card sticker sheets, and there's transparent sticker, translucent sticker, shiny sticker. There are so many finishings right now. They have like holographic stickers, and
always find ways to like minimize the cost. If there are ways to minimize the cost, you can, like even for prints, right? You don't have to make the prints A5 size. You can print four A5 size onto an A3 piece of paper and then cut them out yourself. It's probably cheaper also. Things like stickers and stuff like that also. You can just print them on a sticker sheet and then cut them.
Yeah, and
instead
then
of like die
also
cut.
like you have to take note like what your like which sticker finishing will look good for which art. Yeah, so I think that's very important, because there's the gloss and the matte, and I personally love matte stickers a lot, but for I think like colored works, I think gloss looks better.
Yeah, definitely.
Depending on your colors.
Gloss looks nicer, but because it's shiny, when you photograph the sticker, it won't look as nice.
Yeah.
Because you are losing details and stuff. So if it's a simple like a simple art style, then gloss is great. Yeah, but then for like you and me, when we draw, I take my art as like different pieces of like how to say, I experiment with my art. So sometimes it's really like detailed, but other times it might be really simple. So I like play around with the gloss and stuff. But for you, because your art is,
because like there's a variation of sticker finishings for people to choose from too, and sometimes I come out with like special finishing, for example like a special month of Patreon, or like it's a special project, and like I think like I finally did color, so I tried out this I can't remember, like a cosmic kind of finishing, and it looked really good, so I always play around and decide whether it's worth it. Yeah.
And the thing is, stickers are really, really nice because you can bring a lot of them.
That
and then you
true.
don't have to worry about like how much to bring and stuff.
Yeah, and I feel like they are the easiest to showcase your art and easiest to sell because it's affordable for yourself to make and for people to purchase.
But still, please think about pricing your items correctly.
This is such a difficult topic. But
it's something a lot of people don't really discuss because it's quite
controversial.
Personal.
There's a lot of factors that goes into pricing your merch. Yeah. So what I learned from this company that I worked in when I was just starting my business like 9 years ago is like she told me this rule of thumb which I follow for many years is I feel like the cost of your product should be around the 25% mark of your retail price.
Okay.
That's what I stick to, but I can't stick to that for every product.
So that means
I try to average it out because my shirts are definitely more expensive than 25%. The cost is way more. But I try to balance it out with like example stickers because like stickers the cost is less, so like but you can sell it for a bit more.
So your profit is 25% of or what?
Your profit should be 75%.
Oh, so okay. So let's say if I have a $10 product
you're
that I
selling
make
for $10.
Oh no, as in like let's say I make a shirt for $10. And then so how much according to
that, then you should be selling for 40
because it's times
4
for about times 4.
But in our current climate it's not possible.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not making my shirts for $10, I can tell you that for sure. So like for shirts it's a bit tough to hit that 75% profit because shirts are expensive to make and you can't sell them for that much unless you're like a high street brand or something like that. And that is because why you see a lot of street brands selling for very expensive.
Yeah, but even high street brands, they are basically also like mass manufactured products. That's why they can get it cheaper.
Why you want to keep your cost so low is usually because when you actually want to sell to shops, they take a huge percentage of your earnings.
Yeah, definitely.
So example, if you're like you made it for $10, you sell it at the shop for $40, but they take $20, and you are only earning $10. So you need to take into account like your future. Where do you see your brand growing towards? If you see it growing towards distribution, then your margin has to be, of course, much bigger, in terms of earning. So, okay, this is such a in-depth topic, but
I guess that kind of thing is more later on.
Yeah, it's really
when
later,
you've established your brand more.
You need to think about this beforehand because you cannot suddenly be selling your shirts for 40 and then when you want to start distributing, you sell it for 80 because there's such a huge discrepancy. So for me, I still try to keep my brand more targeted towards like personal. So I still try to sell most of it on my own so that I can keep the selling point low because my cost is still quite high because I try to print everything locally and like support local companies. So I feel like as long as I am earning enough to survive, then that's good enough for me. And then and then thank God to like I have Patreon, so that really covers a lot of my manufacturing costs, and that's the biggest like concern that I have usually. So
that's why things like we don't really encourage people to start out your brand with like MOQ stuff already. So like t-shirts and like enamel pins, it's a huge investment.
Yeah. So like definitely print stickers. I even made bookmarks. Yeah. What else do you make when you just started?
Acrylic keychains is another one. when I first started, I made like 10 pieces.
Yeah.
You know? Like 10 pieces to start.
Yeah, and like even till now, 9 years into my brand, I hand cut all my stickers
Same.
because if you compare like printing a huge sheet of stickers and hand cutting it yourself versus just getting it die cut stickers are so expensive.
Okay. So the reason why die cut is expensive is because they have to program the computer to like
laser, is it?
Remember that specific shape. Yeah, and then so die cut is expensive because like there's so many different shapes or something like that.
I know. It's basically the machine is very
okay,
very
but
expensive.
I admit sometimes when I'm lazy or like if I want to do a nice or a special finish, and okay, I'll fork a little bit more money to
special, or like when it's circle, you can't cut a perfect circle.
Don't call me out.
I do that too. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, always weigh out whether it's worth it or not. But so like until now, I hand cut every sticker to save on cost.
Same.
Yeah, and I feel like it's actually sometimes more accurate.
I guess
because my shapes are very, very complex. Yeah,
and it's got that like slightly handmade feel.
Yeah, so it makes sense for us still. Yeah.
So for like I mentioned, like stickers and prints and everything, they are the easiest to make. Acrylic charms also nowadays there are so many different suppliers. You can get local suppliers here now. So yeah, so definitely like look at your options. Go and find other people's booth. Like there's something happening every weekend now. So yeah, you definitely can go and see like what other people are selling,
and I think
their prices, you know.
There's a huge trend of handmade things is because like we talk about like stickers, prints, we talk about enamel pins and like keychains. This is something that most of people are making, and maybe why handmade things are like so popular right now is because it's very it has a personal feel. It's not just you see everywhere, so maybe that also has a very good market right now. So I think, and then handmade things usually have very low cost. So I think you can even look into that. I really appreciate that whole scene right now. So even like if you do like you sell maybe little sketches, like original art, I think that's a good idea.
I mean, open commissions. If you don't have anything to sell, open commissions, you know. That's like one of the best ways. And I always feel that for people that do commissions, I always respect people that do commissions because I don't know how they manage to do it in such a short time plus with so many people around.
I cannot do on the spot drawing.
I got performance anxiety also. So like
so I mean commissions can even be after the event, maybe like 1 week. Then you send them the digital copy or something.
I know there are some that even do discounts for commissions like on site.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So definitely like research. A lot of it is just research.
A lot of always do samples beforehand. Don't just invest without knowing what you're getting into. Always ask for samples. Try out different manufacturers. See who's worth it, you know, like quality versus the cost. And then there's a lot of Discords right now that they're very generous with information. So like join communities and talk to other artists, and a lot of people are like, but please do not expect other people spoon feed you with manufacturers. Please do your own research also. You can ask for advice. But I think one thing that a lot of people don't like is like when people ask like, hey, where you print your sticker, like where you print your t-shirts. I feel like it's a bit like it's not very respectful.
Invasive.
Because like after all, this is other artists, like their rice bowl, and then it's just not quite disrespectful. So like it's okay to ask for advice. I think a lot of people are open to talking about advice, and some people might even be open to talking about like their manufacturers, where they print stuff. And personally, I'm also open to telling like my friends where I print my stickers and things like that, because all these are quite common products. So
I think the thing is that with manufacturers, right, it might work for me, but it might not work for you.
That's true.
So for me, right, my enamel pin supplier, everyone has been asking me about my enamel pin supplier. But the thing is that I can't recommend my enamel pin supplier because they have a very high MOQ compared to other cheaper and like slightly same. Yeah, but because I've worked with them so much, like the supplier,
they know your style.
I have the supplier on my WhatsApp. I can contact my supplier right now. You know, that kind of thing. It's like they got me as a loyal customer, so I have no choice.
And also, you need to treat your manufacturers with respect as well.
Yes.
Yeah, like build a good relationship with them, then they'll be like have a good working relationship. Yeah, so don't expect things to be handed to you, you know, like that. Like Google, you know, Google everything can find.
Yeah, and we say all these to wrap it up. Like we say all these, we have talked about all these much, but the thing is, at the end of the day, the item is just an item. People will still the thing is, people look at the art and the concept more than the merch. So
very true.
Yeah, definitely build up your brand and your art first.
Know exactly what you want and what will suit your art, and don't just do what everyone else is doing. Do what suits your work the most.
Yeah, like, you know, they always say, like we say stickers sell well and stuff like that. But I mean, if there is like a sketchy cat versus like a well painted cat, of course I'm going to get the well painted cat. You know, that kind of thing. So definitely work on like your brand and your art and everything also. Yeah,
I think that's about all. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for hearing us ramble.
I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in our next episode.
Okay, bye.
Bye.